Oh, greetings. All right, going to the webinar. Blessings. Going to messages and going to Q&A. So, all right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings, this is Archangel Michael. Blessings to your collective. Yes, as you go slowly into the fourth dimension, as many of you are feeling, society habits will start to change. As this is basically changing a lot of mindsets, as you can know. And you will see a more clearer view of where things are going once those mindsets are healed, because belief systems close out. It doesn't make the future easy to see. Many don't want to see it. There's various reasons for that. So as the mentality of humanity begins to shift, the future will become more clear, not just not exactly clear, but a lot more than it is today. So that's astral energies working through it. And yes, the world will get more simplified over time. So blessings to you and your transformations. Blessings. Greetings. Where are the elephants from Sirius? Yes, your world is known for, yes, bad habits. As all alien species are used to that, but some get away with it. In your world, it gets away with it. But more habits are going to change, yes, of the darker sense of it. And more of, because light beings, so some alien beings that feel like humans are rude at times. So some aliens, they really get really touchy. Elephants are different, but there's some beings that just have a mannerism situation. Like manners. Your world's so dealing with a lot. It's like going to a dinner party, but this is like a world party. So it's another reason why you're not having a full contact. Some are just some aliens are just setting their ways. So yeah, they call themselves high vibrations, but they have their own viewpoint of that. So as you go into your next transition of more identifying one's flaws is where you're heading towards. You're going through it now. It's kind of like a car wash, but more. Some relationships are connected to bring out difficulties. Some things that people don't want to see about themselves, hard to see. Some of you are there to bring it out, and it's hard to see those flaws that some of you have noticed. Certain individuals, some things like bad habits that are hard to get over. They don't think it's a bad habit, and actually it is. It's not smoking. It's never that clear. So many are going through a lifestyle change, yes, and it's a painful one for some. So, blessings. Greetings to you. We are the Arcturians. Greetings. Says, I am blessings to your collective. Is yes, collecting new knowledge, as you can see. Many chakra energies are getting stronger with some individuals. Interestingly, many are connecting more to animal life. Not always easy to see in your reality, but some are becoming more fish-like. I know it sounds a little bit strange. More like wanderers, less judgment, and just wandering. Searching, discovering. Look at it from that point of view. There's a lot of judgment on your world. That's healing at this time. So yes, we're here to assist you with your questions whenever you're ready.
Oh, greetings, Arcturians.
Greetings.
Welcome back, I am.
Yes. Blessings.
Blessings to you. Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
First this evening, we have Oman.
Hello.
Yes. Greetings.
Hello, dear. I wanted to ask what you see in my aura, like what colors you see that my aura is composed of, mostly.
Blue, blue, greens, purples. There is a little bit of blackness within your middle area around your heart chakra, but it's more under it. Disappears. It comes and goes. You do have purple around most of your head at times, and the pinkish purple. There's also a yellow that goes up to your higher chakras, meaning that you shift dimensions a lot. Where it comes down to, this is what we're seeing. Blessings.
All right. My second question is there anything you feel in my energy field or anything that you want to tell me through anything that you pick up?
But there's yes a connection to Babylonian lifetimes, Nebuchadnezzar, Anunnaki, but it's mostly Nebuchadnezzar time period. Both of them. There's a couple of them. You're part of you're part of the early history of humanity, at least the written history of the time of the magicians and things of that sort. It's still with you, of course. Also, communication with the jinn is still part of your energy field. We can see. We do see you controlling some of them, but not in a negative way.
Yes. The jinns, I actually felt their energies coming from to me to contact me.
Yes, correct.
But I did not really try to connect with them. That was not something for me. But they were really kind and respecting, and not at all what people think of them.
Not at all.
So, thanks for that.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we have Silverclaw.
Hello there.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. So my first question is, I'm going to a plant, and I noticed some. I think what I learned was some mold on it, and I already harvested the flower, and I just wanted to know if this mold was harmful in my harvest.
No, it's natural.
Okay.
So as long as you keep an eye on it, I believe it'll be fine overall.
Because it's already packed up in jars and stuff. And
it's not gonna cause anything.
Okay, yeah, I thought I read that it was bad, but anyways.
No, well, that is good and bad, but I don't see it bad in your case.
Okay, thanks. My second question. So I recently heard that we were like midway of the quarantine, like around April, but then because of the riots, it's kind of extended. And I just wanted to know when you see me getting my job back, because I remember asking and I heard like August from Ivan, but now I'm thinking maybe it's extended or
possibly yes. It's still a possibility of August, but there's a big unknown at this time.
Okay.
There's no date. There was one, but then it became no date.
Mhm.
So, yeah, there's no clear clarity of anything at this point.
Did it
Nobody knows.
become did it become no date because of the riots and people coming?
Financial situations mostly.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, funds are drying up in some areas.
Hmm.
So next year for some places, but we don't know about your situation. It's not making itself clear at this time.
Oh wow. Okay.
Anything is possible. That's all we can say.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Christy.
Hi, Ivan.
Greetings.
This one made the Arcturian.
That's
This
Hayden.
is Hayden.
hmm
This is Hayden.
That's Hayden asking any messages for him from the Arcturians.
All messages for Hayden.
Yeah.
Yes, he's more in the higher astral. That's where he does much of his work. He is like a custodian of new energies. He's bringing in new enlightenment to the earth quietly. He's also healing much of the churches. A lot of people are lost at this time, spiritually. So he's bringing them spiritual guidance, but not in a judgmental way or anything like that. Because some are losing their faith in everything at this time. So that's where a lot of his energy is. That's another reason why it has difficulty speaking, because a lot of his vibration is in the higher realms. That's
Okay, that's good. And the other day I heard him, he was talking to his iPad, and I looked up and he was watching one of your videos, one of Ivan's videos, and he was talking to the video saying, "Hi, Ivan." So I didn't know what kind of connection he has with Ivan, because he always asks to talk to you.
Yes, there's a astral connection there. Hayden does a lot of the background work of, he does a lot actually in the astral realms. So he brings messages to Ivan, you can say. Let's put it that way. What to topics, what to look at, things of that sort. Kind of like a spirit guide guidance that comes through. Every once in a while, when he finds something, he's always looking for something. He's always looking for things that he's allowed to bring into.
Thank you, Ivan.
Yes.
I love you.
Yes.
Bye.
Blessings.
Thank you. Blessings. Up next, we have Stephen.
Hello, I am.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings to you. How you doing?
Doing well.
Thank you much, though. Thank you for coming in.
Blessings.
Yes, I was wondering if you can hear. Of course, it's been going on a lot, but here lately, I've just been having a lot of dreams, a lot of astral travels, and I remember most of them. Even when you talked about the fish beings, I remember when I was on a ship with a lot of these fish beings, and it seemed like they got captured and like brainwashed or something. They were programmed, and like I think I brought in like a spark of light, like a flash. And it cleared out all their programming, and then they started fighting back, and they basically took over and everything. And then this last one is about some type of machine I was hooking up to this guy's house, and the outside, and like demonstrating it and telling him like it's really cheap, man. You can just pay $3 for it, and it did something to the electrical or something. I guess becoming more self-independent, our humanity is. Just wonder if you can dive into them and more info. Thank you.
More info in that situation? Yes. Well, yes. Well, yes, fish beings can be taken over like the grays. In some ways, the fish beings can be very articulate, technology connected, but also be turned forcefully. Similar to trees, trees can be turned around also. So what you're there is kind of like a guardian. You didn't want to bring that energy. You wanted to keep the beings free will, but sometimes you have to remove certain entities. Because you're like a spiritual Yoda or something like that, or yoga. or there's a yogi. But yeah, you're more of like a spiritual, person of that ship. So yeah, you're just like a custodian cleaning things out. So, but yeah, and also to assist with if anything's taken over their ship, and to guide it, to help with guidance to where they're going. Lessons.
Sweet, awesome. And second question, I'll just go ahead and leave it open. Just connect with any energies that wish to connect, and see if they have any messages, history. Thank you.
Well, you have a lot of connections to Tau Ceti, Setians, and city building, bringing out and working with chakras of people, of individuals, to allow more of structures to be built, like raise our vibration so we can add to our infrastructure, add to our reality. Something that you're connected to on many fronts. You're still connected to it now. It's basically a place that's been through a great deal, been through darkness and light, but it can go dark very easily because its technologies can be used against itself, but it can also bring out the positive. So it's a place that it seems like you're there often. It does bring out a lot of emotional chords from what we're seeing. As you connect to it, you probably see more into that. Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.
Blessings. Up next, we have Colin.
Thanks, Bobby. And greetings.
Greetings to you.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yes.
I had a meditation experience yesterday, and I haven't had too many visuals or what feel like experiences lately. So last night was pretty interesting. Just had a vista, kind of like mountaintop or hilltop vista, open up with a feminine energy dancing, and the word I got was Shakti. And I'm wondering what this energy was. I pictured a lot of women that have been in and out of my life in that moment from that energy. So I'm wondering if you can tell me anything more about that energy or that experience.
Yeah, it seems like a elemental being that grounded you to the earth. It feels like also a being that brought you to the earth to realign it, as many are brought into, many souls are here to, add a certain recipe to the planet, you can say. Okay. You can almost look at the world as like a quilt, and you're bringing a certain color to it. And so that was your dedication to. You're also bringing us Christ consciousness here. Basically, your vibration can spread very easily to others in a positive way. So it's just something that you can share. You have that sharing ability about you that's not corruptible or easy to corrupt. Your relationships are there to ground you to the earth. So a recent relationship is just to ground you, a harsh grounding, but necessary, it seems, too. As you probably felt a lot of growth there, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like it sped you up like 12 years.
Yeah.
Like it advanced you greatly.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's still very much around me, even like a year and a half later.
Of course. But that's a very strong soul connection. And it is better in the higher realms for that connection.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Not super clear on my next question, but I guess I'm just kind of curious about it because I'm still surprised. So I just got a pretty large promotion, basically to a very high level job within my field, that I'm very surprised that it's happening. And I'm just kind of blown away by it. So what's going on there?
Well, once again, it's where your energy is needed. You might not feel, and this has been something you've been through before. You don't feel like you're even incarnating into this world. It's like, what do I need to be on this planet? You can say this world's a promotion. That's something I have my difficulty with that one. But in your level, yes. Well, there's certain lifetimes of incarnations. There's many incarnations that are kind of set, not exactly. You can say this one's kind of one of those. So they need your energy at that level, and you'll just start to see why you're there. You're there for the people, not necessarily the job itself.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Does it seem like it's a good fit? Like, does it seem like it's going to be okay?
Yeah, you'll just be uncomfortable for a while.
Okay.
You'll learn what you need to do, but it's gonna be kind of hard adjusting to it. Yes, but
Okay.
the answers to it. You're not always getting a full answer while you're there, but it will come through the people.
Okay.
So yeah, give it a couple. We see a couple weeks.
Okay. I was thinking like 6 months or something.
Yeah, but a couple weeks you'll feel better.
Good.
So,
Good news. I'm gonna hold you to that.
yes, we will be watching. You can say.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Liz.
Hello.
Yes. Greetings.
Greeting. So, can you give me an update of what I've been doing in astral?
Seems to be a draconian energy you've been connected to a lot recently. Releasing a lot of them. They haven't been released. Well, they feel like humans aren't ready for them to let them go. So it's not all the Draconians; it's just a certain group.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot to do with psychology of the mentality here. You have to go to work. You have to be this type of person. Those type of ideas. So a lot of that's being released from some humans, not all, but quite a few. So it's just some Draconians feel like humanity needs them. In some way, that's true, because they're reliant on them. But yeah, new generations coming in, a lighter energy.
Awesome.
That's one of the major things we're seeing, right? I mean, you talked to a lot of lizard people recently. Not all, but a lot.
Yeah, couple of days ago, I had at night I had a little bit of fear. I don't usually have fear, but I felt like a weird feeling of fear.
Yeah, I feel it's more from the Dracos. They're just not liking being, their contract's expiring here. Let's put it that way. So they're just not going quietly. They normally don't visit like that.
I guess none of them are going quite good right now. They are taking as many as they can down.
Yeah. We feel there's more there. I mean, you have feline energies watching over you from Andromeda, always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been contacting Andromeda, yes.
There's canines, of course, but probably the Andromedans are taking this a little bit seriously.
Very good.
So, yes.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we have Kevin. I think Kevin had left the room, unfortunately, so hopefully he makes it back. So we'll move on to Daria's questions. She asked me to read. Her first question, she says, "Any messages from you to me?"
A moment. Yeah, well, yeah, she's shifting timelines. There's other generations of humans bringing knowledge from other species of human. One was a pig people. Just reason being for socializing. Humanity is not always the best at socializing. So she connects to other beings that are a bit more, maybe raunchy, but it was more clear in their conversations. That's one of her connections, but one moment. She's connecting to like dolphin energies for her own healing, her own sonar, basically opening up more of her psychic path. Is slowly upgrading at this time. So you see a lot of upgrades going through her back of her spine. Connecting more to astral, so that's going to get more serious in the next few months. More of the dream world is going to crack open even more. That's necessary. She might feel like she's actually there. I think she's already had those blessings.
Okay, thank you. Her second question, any other messages that are cool to hear? Thank you.
One moment. Well, she's looking for a funny. Well, we see Draconians in dresses and things like that. She's looking for a funny one. Some Draconian basically she's humanizing a lot of them. And they hate it. They even put glasses on them and things like that. They wake up, they have dreams of this stuff, or dream of that they're a human. It really terrifies the hell out of some of them. So it's like those that are haunting. She kind of sends it back to them of them being that person. So like their worst fears is being human. Let's put it that way. There's more to it than that, but that's a little bit sneak peek to that world. Lessons.
I got a vision of them waking up in a cold sweat.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, funny. All right. Thank you for that. Up next, we have Michelle. Well, seems Michelle dropped out as well. I don't know if there's a connection issue that people are having. So I'll put her to the back of the queue, and then we'll move on to Braden's questions. He asked me to read those for him. His first question, he says, are there any messages for me?
Yes, he's going into a new, a timeline, a new one of, I see royalty from his past lives. He's starting to remember, slowly. So he's connected all these alternative timelines, and they're kind of other versions of Earth seem to be opening up more into his chakra system. So, it's connected to the secret space program too. So it's like in the secret space program, say you can see other versions of Earth depending on, what level you're at. It seems like that's where he's at. To monitor to see will you bring assistance to this reality. Lessons.
Okay, thank you. The second question, are there any messages for me from the tall white?
Go slowly and major decisions. Right now, he's still getting to know himself. Sometimes he wants to say things and do things dramatically. It's good to watch that and be careful at this time. He's still doing a lot of his own internal healing. So we'll just leave you with that. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Marvin.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
For my first question, I've been feeling aloft lately, and I'm just want to figure out what's been going on behind the scenes as far as who's been coming to me and what I have been doing, and I guess my higher self. What have my higher self been doing?
Well, yes, preparing for alien contact, but also you're teaching others, humans, even family members, of how contact will occur through their dream state. Doesn't mean they remember, but also healing the fear is what you're doing at this time. There's Zetas, reptilians around you also during this to heal the fear. Like, yeah, this is a reptilian, and don't be scared. You're just saying hi. Things like that. You do the basics. You can't go deeper, but the basics are kind of advanced basics.
I know this last storm that we had and stuff is, to me, it didn't feel like lightning. I don't know if it's how they would make, I guess, come down and stuff like that will transport down, but it kind of sounds like boom. It's a certain sound. I guess I'm getting awakened to certain sounds that don't sound familiar. I guess to me that I was unaware of.
You're shifting more. Yeah, it's fourth dimensional energies you're connecting to. So you're seeing the other side of a lightning storm, you can say. You're seeing it as part of a cleanse, but you're seeing the alien assistance to the Earth, basically. Mainly bringing electricity to the Earth. They're causing some of the storms on purpose for a positive reason. So.
Well, should I not pay attention to it? Because there's a black saying that there's some things that I know supernatural that we shouldn't pay attention to. So should I just keep a deaf ear to it, or just be aware of what I'm listening to?
Yeah, pay attention to anything you wish. Don't limit yourself. And you might tire yourself out, but yes, go into all areas that you wish to search into, please.
Okay. For my second question, Now, what dealings do I have with you all, or what past lives? Because I know we've been doing a lot of communicating lately in my past webinars and stuff. So I was wondering, have I been coming appropriate, or have I been kind of? I just want to make sure that I'm not rude when I'm in my astral higher form and stuff, and I'm not in an intimidating Zeta, I guess, form and stuff.
Well, as a Arcturian energy, you're more scanning the Earth. But as a Zeta being, you're more physical here. So
So
you're
why?
yes.
Well, what is it about the Zetas that the other collectors don't like? Is it the presence, the way they look, or is it the
Well,
way
it's
they
not
operate?
always. Well, they do. They're unexpected. They do things. They break the rules. They're kind of like humans. They're like the alien version of a human. Some of the times they're not really cranky, but they can in their own way. They just kind of some of them. I mean, some of them are very positive, but some of them are kind of reckless in some regard.
Like a teenager?
Something like that. Yeah. Well, they mimic humans' energies. I mean, they're teaching other aliens how humans are. So you connect to a Zeta to understand a human.
Okay.
You can't really do that with
So
art. Yeah. Yes, but
more like a chaperone, I guess. Do
yeah,
they? Because I know
it's
I figured out that some of the hybrid beings they came through was kind of brought to through the Zetas and stuff like that. So I'm kind of
yeah.
realizing that when they say Anunnaki and stuff, they just mean certain mix of, I guess, of extraterrestrials, almost like in a hybrid, like human form being. Is that where that Anunnaki come from?
Well, they
Like
come from
almost
all
like
kinds of things. Yeah, they come from different origins. So it's like saying where all humans come from. All human forms come from different places.
right, but it's
But
almost like a melting pot. Like
yes,
how can I get this? You know what I'm trying to say,
yeah,
right?
I understand. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
thank you.
blessings.
Blessings.
Well, thank you. Up next, we had Tristan.
Greetings.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you.
Yay. My first question is um, um, also about my new roommate. He's a little, well, we're not getting along. He's very obsessive compulsive and micromanaging, and I'm not dealing with it well. So, what I want to do is be able to use this as a situation to just go, okay, I'm not pleased with his reaction, but let me just stay in my zone and just respond with, love or whatever. But I'm not doing that. Can you give me any advice on how this will play out, or how to get to that with him?
Well, yeah, your audio
What's
is a little
going
bit
on? Sorry?
your audio is a little bit breaking up, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry.
We can decipher. Well, yeah, just stand your ground, stay in your zone, your place. Be nice. This one, you feel like your roommate likes drama, likes to stir things up. From what
Oh,
we're
yes.
seeing,
Oh, yes.
like a baby. So, just getting excited. Just wants things his way. I think it's a he. Right? So,
Yeah.
so all you can do is stand your ground. It's like this is my space. This is what I do.
Yeah.
There's possibly you might get a new roommate eventually, or you might
Ah.
just get so frustrated and leave. So.
Okay. That sounds like very good advice.
Just stay in your zone, and be nice as you already are.
Yeah.
He's having kind of like a crisis, a mental crisis, right?
Yeah, I think he's having a worse time than I am. So, yeah. My other question is more esoteric, which is I don't know if you can answer it, but as you'll say, okay, with your Arcturian energy, we're doing this, and with your Sirian energy, we're doing this, so we're connected to the ape being. How does that play out? Because I have the impression that I'm like this human being in flesh and blood, sitting in a room listening to you guys. But obviously, that's not all there is to me.
No.
So, do we just, as beings, do we just kind of put our energy into something for a while, or is it just part of who we are? So there's always part of me that's hanging out or has crystal energy or something like that. That's part of me, and I can put my attention to that to deal with whatever I want to, or I can put my attention over and help out the elephants.
Well, yes, you do these things in the higher realms. The idea in this world is to focus on being human to the best of your ability. It's easy to look at other things like an elephant or something, or crystal energy that you're speaking of.
Yeah.
But the idea is you can connect to whatever you wish, but what makes the human experience easier? So connecting to elephants works. Whatever.
Go for it. Okay.
Everybody's different. Some people it's pie.
But yeah, good. But it's a question of, do I initiate it, or do I sit there and just go, okay, what energy should I be connecting to?
Oh, from our perspective?
Sure.
Yeah, yes.
Doesn't matter.
Agartha, it just seems like the elementals, clouds, trees, things that you see,
right?
See it through your vision, your eyes.
Human eye, good.
Like a chair is not a chair, a table is not a table.
Right, but I can sit there and go, okay, as a human being, I love this table.
Yeah.
And that's
fine. Yes,
yeah. Okay.
It might talk to you possibly.
Good. Okay. I will wait for the day.
Everything talks. Everything has a consciousness. So.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Emanuel.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Any messages for me?
Yeah, you're simplifying your reality. You're connecting more to the trees from what we are seeing, but you're connecting more to your angel self, your angelic self. So I believe a lot of tensions you went through before of lightened. Not everything is. Your frustrations with humanity does come about here and there. But it is, you're becoming more of an understanding of humanity and where it comes from. Why is it the way it is? Blessings.
Okay, thank you. And lately I got this feeling of like being a healer, like shaman, wizard type of feeling very strongly. Is this coming from some ego mind thing, or is this like an authentic path for me?
Yeah, it is an authentic path for you, yes. On many levels. It's a healing energy for you at this time. It is grounding you also. So, yes, this is an excellent connection for you to find more of yourself, yes. On all levels. Yeah. Blessings.
Blessings, thank you.
That was interesting. All right. Up next, we have Dragon.
How you doing?
Yes, greetings.
Hi. I guess got two. Do you have any messages for me in a row?
Message from the Zetas. Yes, they're protecting your energy field from this current virus situation. They kind of put you in an incubator, so you're safe. Because it's a wild stallion. It does appear, you might have people around you that might get it, possibly. We are shifting timelines, but you are going into a higher level of astral, bringing it knowledge here. And that's another reason why some of the beings around are going on the attack. So, but they won't get you from what we're seeing. They'll affect others around you instead from what we're seeing. But hopefully that won't ever occur. These are possibilities. Second question. There seem to be lot of Nordic beings, Palladian beings that you're connected to, of the higher realms, like a higher version of Earth that you're connected to. They look at this place all the time, and you're like a scientist there, of bringing your own input to them, so they are assisting where they're allowed to. But yeah, it's not a perfect reality, but it's very golden and white colors. There's different races of people there, but it just doesn't have all the violence of this. They can see more clearly. It's like where Earth is going to be one day, but it's not Earth. More like a Palladian reality. What would you do with that? That's
Thanks. Much love.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we have Emmy.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings. Just wondering, your collective has any messages for me?
I see your job prospects are, at least on our side, is improving. Might not be in your realm just yet, but it is improving on a soul level. You are going up the stages of your awareness. It's a spiritual direction, but I feel like the physical will kick in when you need it, just when you need it. What we're seeing, but it's gonna be real close from what we're seeing.
Yeah, I actually feel that way, spiritually kind of improving more. That's the right words.
Well, we also see a bat energy. I believe this kind of pandemic is connected to a bat. And there's something there with the bat that it's like this world saw it coming. So I believe you're part of a lot of basically your energy is part of the change going on here.
Yes.
Yeah. And your location proves it. It's kind of like you're a scientist, right? Yep, that happened. Check, that happened. Political correctness, not happening. Political systems are all going to be rearranged eventually.
I believe so. It's weird because I've been waiting for this timeline. So
yes.
Are there any additional messages for me for my spiritual growth or from any other beings?
Well, massage therapy, yes. When you do that, yes, it moves around the chakras, the chakra energies. You work around the head mostly, even if you're not on the head. So a lot of it goes there, but also it's coming from your galactic self. Where you are, your location is, I feel like you're an observer where you're at, too. And it might be an epicenter, for a good reason. It's also to flush out the corruption eventually. It's like there is, to turn on the water and flood the place, is what we're saying.
Yeah. There's a lot of corruption here.
So
obvious corruption.
Something to do with the mayors. You've been connected to a mayor there.
Yes, the county and the city mayors.
Astrally or something like that. It's like sometimes you put the most corrupt people in place so they can see what they're doing.
Yeah, I like to put them on blast on Twitter and Facebook. And I'm working on something with a writer out of DC.
Yes,
some
very
manipulations, some corruption.
Very good. Yes.
The Gates Foundation.
There you go. Yes. You are definitely on your mission for sure.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes. Blessings.
Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Unfortunately, Kevin and Michelle never were able to make it back. So I was going to see if perhaps you can give a message for each of them.
Oh yes, for Michelle, her energy is heightening to higher levels, to 12th dimensional levels. She's also forgiving herself a lot for many things in the past, even what others have done to her. So she's going more of a 6th dimension energy of herself, but she's capable of much more, of course. As for Kevin, yes, he's more of the psychedelic realities, but they do bring out a lot of truths into this realm. So yes, he's been a mushroom in another lifetime. Yes, but a truth serum. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. A blessed evening is me.
Yes.
And thank you again for coming in. Just looking to see for my first question. Been having like a lingering tightness in my head around my left eye socket, and find that there's an imbalance that just when it's in its natural state, and when I raise my vibration, I can balance it out, but it requires effort, to keep it balanced. So I'm looking to see what's the source of this imbalance and this tightness in my left side of my head.
Well, I feel like it's a being that does not want you to see what's occurring on the world. Doesn't want you to have a clear view.
It's like the camera's fuzzing out.
Yeah. It's I believe a lower astral being. That's I believe you will be able to phase it out. But it's also one that you're warning from too, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe once you connect to the origins of it will release. But it seems like one that doesn't want to leave just.
Yeah, I felt it was an outside source, but I guess that's for me to connect with later on.
Well, you connect to astral to heal it. Like connecting to the origins and astral, just whatever comes to mind to unlock.
That's interesting because that leads into my second question. My astral's been kind of quiet lately. I'm not retaining much from it when I wake up. So I was looking to see if there's any messages from astral.
That has a lot to do with that being. Oh, well, it feels like also you've been connected to timelines of the future that you're not intended to see for.
Right, makes sense.
So that has a lot. It's like putting a blinder on just slightly because things aren't quite ready. It's like the movie is about to come on, but the production is still being put together. Like you're seeing behind the scenes, you're getting your photos and all that of production and all that. It has a lot to do with the upcoming timeline. Nothing too dramatic, but it is dramatic for people here because it's a life change, but nothing too like earth shattering or anything. You can already feel it. You can feel where the world is going. Let's put it that way. And as you feel it, just follow your feelings on that. It just seems like your astral is doing a lot of things, major things, but of course that's why you're not remembering. So all you can do is from your location is a major timeline city. So it's going to bring it's getting in the news here and there. Not that you watch the news, but it is in the news because there is a vortex that's shifting. Of course, they're going to send troops and all of that and yada 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 because it's going through a major Earth change.
All right, very cool. So I'm right where I need to be.
It might be crime there, but anytime there's change, of course, there's going to be crime there.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, thank you for that. My blessings to you.
Blessings to all of you. Yes. The world will get shinier, lighter over time. There's darkness before the light. Yes. All right. Okay. Everyone. See you next time.